local news that matters on Local 22 News.
At this place in history, we're in Hardwick with Executive Director of the Vermont Historical Society, Steve Perkins. What brings us here today?
So we're going to go check out the Hardwick Townhouse, one of the most wonderful theaters I think you can find in northern Vermont. A very historic structure, and I hear the acoustics are phenomenal.
The Hardwick Townhouse was built in 1860, and it was used as a primary school for 31 years. And it was constructed by the town of Hardwick. A lot of people come in here and they think it was always an opera house, but it was actually converted to an opera house, and I think it was 1893. The new Hardwick Academy was built, and this building was sitting empty, and it's right next to the train depot, so everybody would come into town. And granite industry was booming, and there were a lot of people living around here, so they turned it into a place for entertainment. Put in the balcony, they added the stage, they added the foyer, and it completely changed the purpose.
In its early days as an opera house, what kind of entertainment would people come here to see?
So traveling vaudeville troupes would probably come through, probably traveling opera shows. And when trains connected America before the major roadways, I imagine that all sorts of different entertainment passed through, plus local events, civic discourse, anything you needed to see and be seen probably could happen in this room. Hardwick saw a major downturn after the granite industry left, and modernity kind of caught up. The population went down, and I don't know specific years or anything, but this building was basically abandoned, and the town had kind of let it fall by the wayside. And in 1970, a group called the Craftsbury Chamber Players began performing here. They had started a few years prior up in the Sterling College campus in Craftsbury Common, and they needed a slightly bigger venue, and so they started doing a summer series. And for many years, that was all that really happened in here. And town meetings started to take place here. Things started getting interesting right around the turn of the century. In 2001, a woman named Addie Smith started the Northeast Kingdom Arts Council, and it is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering performing art in this area, and specifically saving this building. And the space has really turned from what was a defunct historic building, or really an antique falling into disrepair, has turned into a fully usable multi-purpose space.
So I've heard there's some beautiful painted curtains in this space. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
In 1903, a gentleman by the name of Charles W. Henry came to Hardwick, and they used locally sourced fabric, and he painted these two historic drapes on site. They're massive pieces of work, and they as well kind of declined in quality over 100 years, and then in 2003 they were fully restored. So we have these beautiful drapes that come down and really divide up the space or provide a nice theatrical backdrop.
What is it used for then today?
The Hardwick Townhouse is used for, first and foremost, it's a performance venue. Plays from schools. There's the Craftsbury Chamber Players continue to perform their concerts throughout the summer. Vermont Vaudeville, which I'm a member of, does 2 shows, spring and fall. And there are weddings that happen here. Conferences happen. We're hoping that a dance party of some kind is going to be beginning. That's maybe, hopefully this year that'll happen. Anything where people can gather and want to listen to something or watch a performance, this place is meant for it.
At this place in history.
Very interesting. I liked that one.
Thank you, Steve and Amanda.